You're such an asshole.
I like this request because the guy pretty much, I think he had the exact same job I did, or we're definitely within the same field. Guy works in banking, works in commercial lending. Hi, Aaron. I'm a dude of a certain age living at a place, currently working as a title in commercial lending. I have several years of banking experience and a bachelor's degree in accounting. I'm earning handsome salary, which is above my average in my region. Dilemma. I recently rejoined a company I had previously left due to burnout. My last job before returning had excellent culture, great people, and a healthy work-life balance. However, my former boss reached out with this opportunity, enslavement for you to bail his ass out. And I accepted along with a significant salary increase. Now, 3 months in, I'm noticing the same patterns that caused me to leave before: heavy workloads, overextended teams, and an overall gloomy culture. I came in with the utmost positive attitude, which was slightly crushed as I came to the realization that things haven't changed. While I'm learning a lot and gaining valuable experience, I can feel the early signs of stress and anxiety returning. Question: should I start looking for another opportunity now, or stay for at least a year or to build tenure, or just suck it up and take the money and stress? Experience as my title can also help me secure an equivalent or better role in the future. Right, because you're higher than an entry level. That's true. I'm also thinking about long-term factors like retirement plans, reputation, and job stability. I don't want to seem like a constant new hire without time to create value. Here's what I'll tell you: in small banking markets such as the one you're in, everyone knows that's the shit bank. All the banks could be shit, right? It's not going to be shock. Rumor gets around. This is just in general for a lot of you 20 somethings out there who are younger and you're like, oh, I want to, what about my reputation? Dude, everybody knows employers are shit, especially if it's a badly managed one. You were there before, it was managed for shit, you left. You went back, surprise, it's still shit. I'm sure word has gone around that's a shit bank. And if you were to quit or put in your 2 weeks notice or whatever, it will not reflect poorly upon you. In a way it might, but not as much as you think. So then I had a couple questions for him, but because I'm not using my regular email, I got to go back and see what he answered was in a different email. All right. I said, what were my questions? I said, well, how many hours a week are you working per week? And what are these stressors? Contradictory orders, people not doing the job right? Are you getting any blame or trouble for other people's mistakes? I work 40 hours a week. I refuse to work unpaid overtime unless extremely necessary. All right, so that's not bad. But to handle the workload, overtime and the work on the weekends is necessary to keep up without pay, of course. Stressors include understaffed departments, including mine. There are currently X number of people in my department, and we need at least 2 to 3 times that to be efficient based on my observation. I've been told the department wasn't profitable, so extra staff couldn't be added. So I guess my job is to make it profitable to get more help. All right, so you're already in an impossible situation. See, I don't mind it if there's bad shit happening at an employer because bad shit happens at every employer, but impossible situations. So I asked about countermanding or countermanded, contradictory orders. Those can't be. That's when you got to leave. When your boss is legit mentally ill, which happens in banking more often than not. So, yeah, they're just sucking the life out of you there. 2, there's always a fire to put out. Customer complaint. Customer requests slip back through the cracks. Missing files. Also, colleagues seem to work from home instead of taking an actual sick day when sick, which is a red flag for me. 3, problem solving is a maze. Helping clients is sometimes hard because there's no formal training provided on how to address certain client issues. Oh, they got no procedures. Oh, this is a shit piss bank. It's a learn as you go type thing at the client's expense. I've had a situation where I've been made to look incompetent because me nor my colleagues knew how to help the client. After that, client literally begged for another relationship manager that wasn't me after I tried my utmost to help best. For Oh, and your anxiety would be through the roof. Yeah. Okay. All right. It is based on what you told me, the limited amount. But this, you left for a reason. You're correct in doing so. The first time, you're leaving now, or you should want to leave now for the exact same reasons. This sounds like an impossible situation. This isn't like where I was working at a bank where my problems were they never had enough work for me to do. They kept approving stupid loans, but it was out of my jurisdiction. And I get some, whiny microscopic dick boomer complaining that I wrote up his loan real bad. I mean, the quality of writing, my analysis was correct and quality. It's just say, don't loan. My report was in crayon, do not loan money to this guy. That was my report. Those are all tolerable. We're just like, okay, cool. It's not my problem. Right? That's a you problem. You want to fund it? Okay, well, then it goes to collections later on. That's their problem, not my problem. I did my part. Everything about this company seemed to have been done on the cheap. There's no training. That creates an impossible situation for you, one you cannot ignore. And unfortunately, with so many things missing, processes, infrastructure, training, staff, things are going to start breaking on this ship. You're going to catch the blame from one of them sooner or later. And you're the one that's going to get fired and take the heat or demoted or whatever. Leave. I would leave. Not immediately, not right now, not right away. Go find yourself another job. Do it on the down low, of course. But yeah, I would leave this. This is a sinking ship or a ship that's just, people are getting injured on this ship. There are explosions on this ship. People are fleeing this ship. Is it sinking or not? I don't know. Maybe to get government bailout. But why? This is not possible. It's not possible. And normally I'm the one that, can you ignore it? Can you just make your money and get promoted? Sure. But you're not. This is the lying with the dog and getting fleas bank. If you spend 3 or 4 years there and then you're like, what's wrong with this guy? I'd start looking, see if you get your old job back. Tell your old boss, yeah, no. You always say, I'll help you out on an hourly basis. I'll help you out on an hourly basis, which is $200 an hour, but I am not working here. I'm not your employee. And if you need help on an hourly basis, let me know, but I'm out of here. That's what I would do. And then I wouldn't worry too much about how that's going to look on your resume. At least you're doing it now and not being there for like 3 years. But no, it's time to leave. It's time to leave. Link below is my course, The World's Greatest Accounting Career, if you'd like to be self-employed and not have to work in banking. You got your degree in accounting, right? Well, you could open up a tax practice shop. It's just, you don't have to deal with this no more. We got one super chat. Why does Idaho have income tax? Move from Washington. I don't know why Idaho. Like, there's a lot of conservative states that have an income tax. I don't know why, Arizona, Idaho, Utah, Montana, North Dakota. I don't know why they have income taxes. I'm sure if we looked into the history of state income taxes, there was a reason, probably a good economic one at one time. But right now, it just complicates collecting revenue. Should be a sales tax. That's it. And then you're done. You don't even file a report. You don't file a return. I have no idea why conservative states have unique taxes of some kind, but why not have it, like a gas tax? That's a very easy tax to collect. You pay for right at the pump. Sales tax, same thing. Oh, good for you, Blake. Non, $2. Bro, why? What do you mean I just got a job last month? What do you mean I just got a job last month? Bro, what do you mean I just got a job last month? Oh, I see. You're talking about the time. No. Maybe you got a good job, Non. If you got a good job, keep it. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.